This video shows how to install a BOSCH dishwasher machine. It is done for my particular model, but can be applied to other models as well. Because the necessary parts to connect the hot water to the washer are not provided, it is recommended to provide a universal installation kit which includes normally a hose and two straight-angle connectors. Depending on the washer model, one or the other connectors will be used. In my case, I use this connector. First, I put the plumbing tape around the larger end of the connector, about 5 turns, straightened. To facilitate the installation of the hot water hose, it is good to lay the machine down on the floor on its back. Screw the connector to the hot water inlet of the washer. Well tighten it, but take care to orient each smaller hole to the right at the end. Wind about 5 turns of plumbing tape around the open end of the connector. Screw the hot water hose to this end. Well straighten it. One end of the draining hose is in straight angle. Use a plier to enlarge a self-restraining ring and introduce the hose end into it. Keep the ring a little bit away from the hose end. The drain outlet of the machine is in its back, at the floor level. Insert this outlet into the end of the draining hose. Push the hose end until it stops. Then use a plier to move the self-restraining ring to the end of the hose, and this will tighten the hose to this outlet. Run the hot water hose and the draining hose through the opening, which brings them to the accessible points of the house plumbing. Make sure to turn off the breaker of the dishwasher before doing any electricity work. The electric junction box is in the front of the washer at the floor level. Introduce the electricity wire into the back hole of the junction box. Use a restrainer to keep the wire in place when the machine is moved. Now screw the 3 wires into their appropriate place. Live wire to the screw marked L, neutral wire to the screw marked N, and ground wire to the screw marked G. For each wire, make sure that it is well connected. It won't come out when you pull on it. The hot water supply has normally a shut-off valve, which is evidently closed during the installation. Before connecting the hot water supply to the machine, put 5 turns of plumbing tape on its end. Screw the hot water hose of the machine to the hot water supply. Well tighten it. Introduce the other end of the draining hose into a ring with a screw, which will be used to tighten it. Keep the ring loose for the moment. Connect the draining hose to the house draining system. Push the hose until it stops. Tighten the ring. The connection of the hot water and the draining hose will look like this when it is finished. Now it's time to check for any leak in the hot water connection. For this, open lightly the shut-off valve and check all connections. If there is any leak, tighten the connection or redo it if necessary. Now close the electricity junction box with the cover included. Tighten the screw on its left. Put the circuit breaker back in service. Check the functionality of the whole system by doing a simple range cycle. Check again for any leak in the hot water connection as well as in the draining system. The dishwasher has 3 legs, 1 on the back and 2 on the front. The height is adjustable. Do the adjustment such that the dishwasher sits well in its compartment, well aligned horizontally and vertically. Make sure that the height of the dishwasher is in proper level to allow screwing it to the counter. Once the legs are adjusted, use a screw provided to block them in place. Screw the dishwasher to the counter. Now the last thing to do is to install the plate which covers the machine under the door with 4 screws too long on the top and too short on the bottom. Now everything is in place and working. Enjoy the dishwashing.